Jaimie and I have been married for about
over 2.5 years.
About 2.5 years. We have a 2-year-old son. I'm 4 years sober. And Jaimie and I have been together for just over 5 years now. So
it's been a trip.
I really, for a really long time, didn't know how to have emotions, so I just didn't. So for a long time, Jaimie was married to basically an emotional zombie.
And he was married to an emotional, just roller coasters. A tornado with a volcano, that's us. Well, that was us.
I've had a lot of guilt. I've had a lot of self-doubt, self-worth issues.
I've battled self-mutilation. I'm a cutter. I mean, it's everywhere on me. I ended up in the mental hospital twice. I was just ready for, as much as I love my son, as much as I love my husband, I wanted to end their misery from me. It seemed like I either have to die or run away. I know that I had caused him a lot of pain with my affair. We both have caused each other a lot of pain.
She had, her indiscretion. I had a virtual indiscretion that lasted almost the entire time we were together. I was hooked on pornography, and as far as us dealing with each other and our emotional stability and really just any sort of path that we were walking down with God, it wasn't there. Some of my favorite movies out there are a lot of the like Flywheel and Facing the Giants and Fireproof and Courageous and all that. And I started really getting into a lot of those. But here I am with this, little dark secret, so I couldn't really embrace any of it.
I was just hollow, hooked on benzos and just pills. God was an idea, and I lived in a house that was surrounded by God-influenced people.
I literally did not want to walk into her parents' house because there was a sign up in front of the door that said, "Blessed are all who enter here." And you talk about stubborn.
I didn't believe that people could change. I did not believe that at all. I was firm in the belief that people could pretend to change.
She told me she wanted a divorce.
I was just done with him. I didn't care, and I wanted kind of a reason for him to finally say, I can't do this anymore. And he wouldn't do it.
There was an amount of patience and forgiveness that I know didn't come from me. Where the whole time I was just saying, you know what, it's going to be up to you. I can't make you do anything, but there's not one part of me that is giving up on this.
He would come home and bring me flowers. Not like gifts matter all that much, but it was just like, why do you still care? And it took sitting alone in a hotel room, just bawling my eyes out for a whole day to finally realize I wanted to come back. And he welcomed me back just like the prodigal son. I've learned so much about God's love for us just by the way that he expressed forgiveness to me. If he can forgive me from that, how could God not forgive anybody for anything if they ask for it? It was just a disaster of a relationship. I didn't know we would make it to where we are. God has such a grip on us, and it's because we're letting him. I haven't wanted to go to church in so long, but now it's just like, I can't wait till Sunday. And Adam, every time we go in the car, church, yay, church, Peter, church. We felt embraced and loved, and there's so many young couples with kids. We fit right in. I remember when we left the first time we came here, I said to Chris, the only regret I have about going here is that we didn't go sooner.
Yeah.
And
then the second time we came back and they remembered our names, I was like, I wanted to ask people to empty their pockets so I could see the flashcards. When Pastor Jaimie was talking about baptism, the way that he outlined it was what I've been living for the past half a year. And it was, the idea of a new life.
On Sunday when I heard the message, and I don't know, I just felt like I so badly needed to be cleaned.
feels so much like I volunteered to be baptized. I feel like God kind of kicked me into the lake like 6 months ago, and I finally just got there now.
I felt so weighed down. Like it actually just felt like pressure on my body.
The Chris from, however long ago that would have really had trouble trying to live this life, we're just gonna, like flood him out of there.
Like the message from God that I've received is there's nothing that you can do that would make me love you less.
There's no sin so stubborn that can't be washed away.
Yeah.
However, that stubbornness can come into play because God will stubbornly love you.
I've had my family tell me that they've seen me for the first time in 5 years. And it feels so good. God has just made me alive again. He's made him, like, who are you?
Yeah. I went from being an emotional zombie to somebody who was able to actually cultivate and express emotion. I never really understood what grace was. Actually, I got Jaimie back on my birthday this year. And grace is shown as this picture. A picture of grace is a gift that you can never earn. Jaimie is a gift to me that I could never earn, that I could never deserve, and that I will never be able to pay back. So that's what my new life is. That's what my family is to me now. Not a burden or something that happened by chance or I really lucked out. It's a gift to me from God. I'm treating it as such.